Hey everybody, my name is C and I am the owner of CLM Custom Design on Etsy as well as YouTube, and my channel is all things crafting. So welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're new, come on in and take a seat and let's get ready to learn something. I am going to try something that I seen someone else do. I can't think of the lady's name on TikTok. She was the first person I seen that did it, but since then several others have done it as well, so I'm not the originator, but I thought it would be really cool to try out to see if it works. And basically it's sublimating on napkins. Yes, sublimating on napkins. So if you want to see how I take, or if I can take this dollar store napkin and add this sublimation design to it, stick around. Let's jump into the end. Okay, let me turn it down so you can see what I got going on. Okay, I bought these napkins from the dollar store. There's 30 napkins, well, $1.25 store now, as we know it. Plain white napkins, but I also seen another video where someone had napkins with a border around it and they still were able to do the centerpiece. So just those. I've taken one out of the pack. You know how I tell you to print a full sheet of sublimation as you're printing it out, so not to waste paper, and whatever the design is, just throw it in a drawer and you never know when you'll have an opportunity to use it again, but there's always one. So this is just one I have printed. I can't even tell you how long ago. I thought I will pull this out and I will use it on my napkin. So for this one, I'm just going to use my Cricut Easy Press over here. Right here. Let's see. There you go. And the first thing I am going to do is just kind of press the napkin just a little bit, just to kind of get wrinkles out and just kind of smooth it out a little bit. So there's that. That pressed really, really nicely. Okay. And so even though this is all white, you may or may not be able to see it does have texture around the edge. So I'm going to see how that does, but I'm not going to tape it, obviously, because this is paper and it will tear. I am still going to use a blowout sheet of paper so that I don't get any sublimation. My heat press, and I'm going to try to keep this kind of in the center where there's no texture at. Just to see how it does. Put this on there. This is sublimation, so remember you always print it in reverse. And it's 400 degrees for 60 seconds. And make sure that you press straight down and you don't slide it around. For this, I don't think you need super firm pressure because it is just a napkin, but we got some steady, decent pressure on here. And see what happens. Now, if this turns out as good as I've seen the other videos and the other ladies in, this is a game changer because you can personalize your own napkins for parties. You can add words, you can do whatever, and that will allow you to elevate your party. Okay. I can already see the image through the blowout paper, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna lift this up. Now I will say I can already tell I actually burnt the napkin a little bit, so I don't think, oh, maybe I didn't use enough pressure because, oh, it kind of worked. But there's still a ton of ink left on here. So maybe I did need to use a little bit more pressure. And I probably should have put something down on the other end because it went through to my pad, which I did not want. So in doing that again, I would definitely put something underneath. Let's see if we can try another one with the same print since the ink is still there. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit to maybe 350 and see if it burns. Yeah, because you can see the yellowing in comparison to the edge. So 400 is not the right temperature. I'm sure if I go back and look at one of those videos, it will probably tell me. As a matter of fact, I actually think I'm going to drop it all the way down to 300. And we're going to go from there and see how that works. Like I said, I'm going to try this again because there's still a lot of ink on here. So we're going to see what happens. But we can see that it has potential. Press it again just to make it flat. Get the wrinkles out, and that's fine. We're going to let this drop down to 300 and see how that does at 300 degrees. I'm going to get a fresh print. I'm going to get the Do What You Love print. All right, it's at 340. We're going to try for 50 seconds. I'm going to stand up so that I can press down and give it some serious pressure. Maybe I was wrong about the pressure. We're going to see if this makes a difference. I do know when I've seen people do it, they've used their actual clamshell. So that gives you more pressure. So we're going to see. Okay, well, that's still a no. I didn't scorch the napkin this time, but I think my pressure was off. So I think what I'm going to do is try it in my clamshell and see if that gets me a better result. Let me see if it went through this time. A little bit, but not nearly as much. So I'm going to go and actually watch another video just to see if I can catch their time and temperature. And we are going to come back and see what we can do. Okay, guys, this time I'm going to try using my heat press to do these napkins and see if that makes a difference. Because of pressure, the videos that I've seen, they did actually use the heat press. So I'm going to try that and see if that works. I'll get some paper to put in here, because that press does go all the way through. I'm using one of the same images I used before, which is a little girl. I'm going to put her in there, put another paper on top. I'm at 400 for 60 seconds. I'm going to tighten up my pressure again. And let's see if this makes a difference. Let's see. As you can see, I have the 400 It was at 60 seconds. We're on the countdown. Let's see. It ghosted a little bit because it shifted, but oops. I guess it did work. One more time. Because for whatever reason, I'm not liking that it's not bright, but I don't know what's going on with that. Everyone else, as I've seen, has been it seemed on the video really bright, but this is my last attempt. And whatever we get this time is what we going with, and then I'll let you know what I think. Okay. Turn this off. We're gonna show you this. We're gonna go back to the table and wrap this up. So let's go over this from start to finish. So I did a couple of them. Let's see, this was, I think, the first one that I did. And then I did this one. Now remember, these two I did with the handheld Cricut heat presses, right? So I was thinking, oh, maybe I didn't use enough pressure. So then I used my heat press. This one ghosted it a little bit, meaning that the sublimation print shifted. So you see like a double image. And then this was the last one I did. It worked. I would say the heat press is definitely better than using the hand press. I did use, like I said, 400 for 60 seconds. And I guess it's okay. Not as vibrant as I like. But I guess if I was, you know, doing some type of event where I needed specialized napkins, I guess it could work. And I would imagine the darker colors that you use, the better it would be. I don't know. I don't know that I would necessarily waste my time doing it like this, but you know, it is a pretty cool touch. I don't know if it's the particular napkins I got. I just got the all white ones from the Dallas store, but they're the luncheon napkins. I don't know if it's a difference or not, but that's what I got. So for me, I would say, nah, I wouldn't try it. It's not worth it to me. I don't think it comes out as vibrant. I mean, now I would say if I was doing like a vintage theme and it was a vintage photo of some sort, then yeah, I might go with that, because to me, it comes out with that kind of vintage look. But you might like it. The little bubbles on our hair is because it's that edging around the napkin. So I don't know, try it out and tell me what you seem to think. I would recommend, if you're going to do it though, to put your blowout paper inside, because these images do go all the way through. They will go all the way through to the back. So I would say have something inside and definitely on the top. So yeah, I probably wouldn't do it for me because I don't really like the outcome. Definitely wouldn't be selling it. You know, maybe if I was just doing something for me around the house with a cute touch, I guess I would do it. But otherwise, I would say a no for me. But if you're doing it and you're having much better success, maybe with a different napkin, maybe, I don't know, with a darker print, I don't know. Let me know, and then I'll, you know, try it again, I guess. But in the meantime, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share my video with anyone else who you think was interested. And like I said, I'm not the originator of this. There's plenty of people on YouTube who have done this before me. I just thought I would try it. So until we meet again, guys, thanks so much. Bye-bye.